shooting in southwest Atlanta happened early this morning at an apartment complex. Channel 2's Brian Mims is live on Peyton Place. Brian, police say the shot was fired from outside of the apartment.
Exactly, and police say they don't have many details about what led up to the shooting, but there is a big police presence here at Peyton Place, just off Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. You can see the officers still on the scene after more than 3 hours. The call came around 3 this morning, and when officers showed up at an apartment at 9 Peyton Place, they found a man in his early 20s who had been shot to death. It's unclear if anybody else was inside that apartment, but police say there were no other injuries.
But I will say, I already took 5 bullets. Be to yourself. Stay to yourself. Trust nobody. Trust nobody.
I know this is going out to me, grandma. Definitely going out.
All right. Blessings. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. This is going to be like a radio talk session, and I want to talk to the streets of Atlanta, as well as I want to talk to the content creators on Instagram and YouTube. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm coming from a perspective of understanding gang violence. Growing up in a hood where people who I grew up with was dying every day over senseless gang violence. People who were in school together, literally ate with each other, became enemies, okay? So when I speak, I'm speaking from a place of understanding, knowing, and a place of concern. On the screen, you have a young man by the name of Tay Tay. There's a lot of information coming out. Allegedly, Tay Tay death is connected to the YSL trial. Tay Tay is allegedly the person that Woody has been talking about in his testimony. Today, after I give my commentary, we're going to hit some key elements in Woody's testimony just to back up some of the things that I'm going to talk about today. So not only do I believe we're going to have a bloody summer in the streets of Atlanta because of this YSL trial and the things that the prosecution has brought out on the public platform. Now, yesterday, I did read the parte transcripts, and please excuse me, guys. That was my first time actually just, reading a redacted transcript like that. So the ones that was able to stomach it and get through that 2-hour read and my interpretation, thank you so much. But what I did interpret in that is that Woody did not want to testify. Let's put Woody on the screen right now. Woody did not want to testify. I believe Woody did everything in his power to not testify. And I'm not saying because he wanted to protect YSL or Young Thug, but you have to understand that these young men have been deep down in the trenches doing things that they know that they wasn't supposed to be doing. And it is a deep web that is actually weaved when they commit these crimes and do things. Understand when you're from the hood that when one person dies, it just don't stop there. These gangs are bred into families. Some families breed their kids into this, and some are not bred into it, and they become casualties just because of this. So understandable that a lot of the things that they're talking about with the incidents that happened within these individuals or about 10 years ago or so, there is still a lot of room for retaliation. And I think that's what we're seeing now. What I believe by the prosecution forcing Woody to testify, you're going to see many clips that I'm going to show you, a few clips. We're not going to make this long, where the prosecution specifically divulged information that Woody told them years ago in his interview. Even though it was put out in the mainstream, someone leaked that video. You have to think about what's going on. Someone allegedly leaked that video to, one, put Woody life on the line, make him appear a snitch, and also put him in a position to me to force him to testify. Because at this point, when you have the streets coming at you, you backed into a corner. And sometimes the only corner you can look is towards the police or the feds. Now, I'm not saying this is what Woody did, but there was some point of time allegedly related to, as divulged by the ex parte transcript, that Woody was conversating with Miss Hilton. And some of those conversations, or at least one, which was highlighted on the Friday prior to his testimony, happened in his neighborhood, in a neighborhood. All right. So we have people who are watching. Before Atlanta got turned up with gangs and all of this stuff, it always been a small town. It always been everybody knows everybody. There has been people who never left Atlanta. I met people coming from North. I came out here and I met people and they like, yeah, we never left Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? Born, bred, and raised out there. So there's a deep connection and a deep inwoven factor of these people and the role they play in the streets. So it was really dangerous for this prosecution and reckless to me to force this man and put his life on the line to testify. We highlighted that the prosecution did something very sneaky and the judge basically kind of covered it up. Woody came in on Friday after saying several times, I'm going to plead the fifth. I'm going to plead the fifth. As per the ex parte transcript, he said it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. As per the judge and Woody in the transcripts, the immunity was given to him that night when he was locked up on Friday. That's a direct contradiction to what the prosecution is saying, where they gave it to him on Thursday night when his alleged attorney, Melnick, emailed them to let them know that he would not be, he's going to plead the fifth because he was compelled to testify. Okay. So I'm deeply troubled because I don't just look at this as a YSL case and this is exciting and this is everything is in the front. It's the first RICO case that's being put out here, for people to see. These are people's lives. We're going to show you clips where I know that the prosecution knew that Woody family, kids, and his own life was on the line. And now we have another casualty. So what made me actually come and talk about this, and I pray that you guys like and share this, because this is a message for the hood. This is not I want people to watch this video, listen. This is a message because when they say demon time is going to hit Atlanta. Before I get into this clip, I'm not going to let you see it, but I'm going to play it. Woody and a gentleman named Ceddy on IG, and this was brought to my attention from Infamous Sylvia. Infamous Sylvia is a YouTube content creator who is going down to the courthouse, and I think she's recording, getting information. I've been kind of like watching her. It's an older lady, and I want to send a shout out to you, Miss Sylvia. But I want to say to you, you be careful, because this is not a game. This is not a game. Say the wrong thing, be the wrong place, and you can be a casualty. I'm saying this because one of the reasons why I had to leave Newark is because of gang violence, because of my family being involved in gang violence, and the possibility of me and my kids possibly losing our life because of being connected to someone who was participating in it. This is what the message I want to send to you guys, because there are people online kikiing, laughing, and joking behind this, and you don't understand the extent of the severe dysfunction of our Black gang members. I'm just going to say our Black young men in gangs. I have a deep sympathy, because when I look at them, I see my kids. I see my young Black men. But when they look at y'all and they look at them, they see them as demons, evil, predators. Okay? But Miss Sylvia and everybody else who are making videos about this, I am giving you a fair warning. Please tread lightly because this is outside of Fulton County courts now and it is in the streets. And people are going to want blood because there were nephews, there's nieces, there's cousins who were related to some of these murders that took place 10 years ago. They didn't know who did it. They didn't know who was connected. And some of the things that actually Miss Hilton brung out was putting pieces together for these individuals in the streets. If y'all watch the comments under these videos, they're threats. They're saying they're going to get this person. There are people who are watching this to get information. Now, what bothers me was that I believe that this young man's death was connected directly to the testimony because they connect Tay to Woody as being his friend, okay? First, you heard Woody saying, oh, he told the cops that Tay shot him at him. And then he was like, I was just telling him anything, this, that, and the third. Tay has been to my house. And after the shooting, he clarified and said that him and Tay was together after that. That told the streets that that is somebody that is close to Woody. Just in that interrogation in itself, even if Woody, you see, they didn't know. This is what I'm telling you is being brought out from these testimonies. I believe if this killing of Tay has something to do with YSL trial, that the prosecution should be directly found responsible for this because of the tactics that they have been using, because of they knew that it was going to be third-party casualties to this. Now, if you could get through and stomach the transcripts of the ex parte, and I thank you guys who were able to listen to it. It was my first read, okay? You will hear the judge in two Pacific. You can hear the judge. I may bring it up on the screen. Indicate that he knows that it possibly will be some casualties, third-party casualties related to this. But he still decided to disregard and move forward and say, well, you just got to testify. If you want to get out of jail, you just got to testify. All you got to do is just purge yourself. Judge Glanville, in my opinion, should be held responsible if this death is connected to the YSL trial. He and the prosecution should be responsible for what's going to take place now, because this is not going to stop. Now, let's move forward. I'm going to put Woody back on the screen, and I'm going to let y'all listen to something. This is my opinion and my opinion only, because I have been around so many different gang members. I've been around hitters. I've been around a dope boy. I've been around a person who was the driver. Everybody has their role. And in my opinion, I believe, and that's my opinion, I'm trying to tread lightly, but this will be what I feel. I believe that Woody is a hitter. And I'm going to tell you this. As a Black woman, I have love for Woody. I have sympathy for him as a human being. When I saw him and I see him on the stand trying to basically not divulge all of the demonic shit he did right now, because he knows it's going to set a can of worms. I'm not making no excuse for a hitter. I'm not. But there's a time where people move forward, and I don't know if that's what he did, if he's off the streets or whatever. But right now, there's no more moving forward for Woody. The prosecution has put Woody in such a bad situation. He can't get up and just move. He's not part of YSL. He's not part of the prosecution, obviously. He's stuck in the middle, and now he's a target, and his family is a target. His friends are a target. You're going to listen to this gentleman named Ceddy on IG, Clown Woody. Clown Woody, as though this internet hood shit, this internet talking is real. As if he cannot be touched. And that's what really bothers me, because I grew up in a time that everybody could be touched. There wasn't no internet. We're talking back and forth. Everything was everybody was in our face. We were fighting. We were scrapping. Guns was going. That's the streets I know. What makes this generation worse, there's a twofold factor. One, you're on the internet. And y'all don't even, y'all don't have that, hands on the ground. Y'all don't believe that shit can happen to y'all till it fucking happen. You see what I'm saying? We was in the streets. We cut our hands, we cut our knees, we got hurt. We know shit could pop off, so we was a little bit more cautious. We had a little bit more respect for things. But this generation does not. And there is a lot of internet gangsters. So you have internet gangsters, and then you have the internet police. You have AI that's tracking everything y'all say and do. And it's circulating around, and they're using it as evidence against you guys. Okay? That's twofold factor of the issue that's going on with this what they call these gangs these days. Okay? This internet shit is out of pocket. Now, we're going to let you listen to some bits of Woody versus Ceddy from the infamous Sylvia podcast. Shout out to you, ma'am. I love you. I gave you some warning. I don't know if you're from the streets from where I'm from, but baby, don't take this like a game. Don't take this to get subscribers. Don't think that this is a game. Why Grace Levi is on here and been fighting on YouTube to get spins and move, because I got messages to save. We got bodies to save. We got souls to save. Niggas, you dying every which way in this system. Mentally, financially, social, economically, spiritually. We're dying. That's why I'm out here. That's why I'm out here. That's my goal. Just to let you know why I'm out here. This touched me. Why am I watching this young black man, Tay-Tay, and I'm crying? Having to talk to my son like, yo, this shit is really bothering me. Why am I crying for these dudes? And I'm like, because I understand it. I grew up with hitters. I grew up with these dudes, but it's different now. So I'm going to let you listen to Woody and Ceddy. Now, if you watch that video, I want you to go to infamous Sylvia. Y'all over here playing with this man, Woody. And he's trying. I can see him trying. But if bodies start dropping, I'm not saying it's Woody. But what I'm saying is that a lot of motherfuckers is calling on them because they playing games as though this is a joke. They have nothing to lose. And that's one thing I had told my bro. But before he got cased up for a body, doing 20 years right now, got cased up at the age of 18, soon as he turned 18, I said to him 2 months earlier, I said, sir, we did not raise you or bred you to be in the streets. We did not raise you like this. But since you want to be amongst these heathens and the animals out there, you're going to understand what type of animals you're dealing with. You can't come half-ass. You can't go out there doing shit, talking shit, and back up and run to the house. No, nigga, you with scavengers who's hungry, didn't eat. They didn't grow up with a little bit of food in their mouth like you did. So when you go out there, you better make sure that you standing strong. That's all the fuck I could have told him. I couldn't even get him out. But I told him, when you stand, you better move, because these niggas going to make sure that they see red. And that's real. Do you know that's the conversations that's going on? And y'all out here on the internet kiki and laughing and joking, going home like this is a joke. The prosecutor going home like it's cool. This is the real street shit that I want to get to. This is urban politics. This is what it is. This is dangerous. Let's listen to Woody and Ceddy. And you're going to hear Woody. He laughs. And then he shortly says, nigga, I'm going to kill you. Now, I ain't saying that to be no snake. I'm not saying that to put Woody out there. I want Woody safe. I want him out of Atlanta as a mother, as a black woman. I want him out of Atlanta. But when I saw that face and he said, nigga, I'm going to kill you, like laughing. And then I saw Demon Time. I was in love with a hitter. Let me tell you that. I had to tell my son, like, yo, y'all ain't know I was in love with a hitter. Y'all know, y'all remember about Bop, who got got deported out the country before we left? He was a straight hitter. Used to come home to me bloody, drunk as hell, throwing up blood. I know this. I lived this. I knew this. This ain't no motherfucking joke. They feel like they have nothing to live for. Woody have said this. I'm gonna put the clips out there where Woody said, yo, I can't get a job. I can't do this. I can't do that. Like, what the fuck? Like, my name is gonna be on papers and shit. Like, he was in a bad situation, and all of that stemmed back from 10 years ago. That's fucked. This is bad news for ATL. Let's listen.
Lil Woody. They call me Big Woody. They call you Big Woody. They call me Big Woody. They call you Lil Woody. Big Woody. They call you Lil Woody. They call me Big Woody. I'm gonna kill you. When I get finished with you. You airball Woody, nigga.
So, this is just a little part. And I don't know if Infamous Sylvia is going to give me a copyright because I wanted to show it. I want to show you the facial expressions that I see in Woody. That's not no fucking joke. Y'all better leave the young boy alone. Let this man be and go through what the fuck he got to go through with these prosecutors, because that's hard enough. And now he possibly have niggas still coming after him because they're forcing him to talk. Allegedly, from what we showed you yesterday, that this shit is connected to the rap game. Now, that's allegedly, because the video I showed you was the IG dude who basically said that, I'm gonna play it for y'all again, just a little part of it if I could get it in here. I mean, the fuck, yo. I'm feeling some way because I'm grateful that my peoples are not in the street out here. But it hurts me because it's like the Demon Time is following. Okay, I'm gonna get the clip up there so y'all can listen to how they're connecting Little Baby allegedly to this shit. Allegedly, okay, you're gonna listen to this, and this is all for information and educational purposes only. I don't know if Little Baby is connected to this shit. But that's what they saying. So let's put this on the screen, and we're going to remind y'all that this is deeper than what y'all think this is. This ain't no game. Let's play it.
Police in Southwest Atlanta are investigating an overnight homicide. It happened on Peyton Place Southwest, which is not too far from the Hamilton Mars station. Police tell Fox 5 crews they found a man in his 20s shot and killed inside an apartment there.
The person identified that was shot in Southwest Atlanta was a close friend of YSL Woody. Now, the guy name is YSL Tate, and there are rumors circulating on the internet that somehow the Wham tweet that Young Thug dropped on Friday is somehow connected to the YSL Tate shooting that happened in Southwest Atlanta this past week. And also on Friday, there's been a lot going on. YSL prosecutor was back in court on Friday, and YSL defendants was in court. And they had to enter a plea bargain. All YSL defendants decided to not to take the plea bargain. So they'll go on trial very soon. But a lot of people are talking about that this YSL Tate shooting that took place in Atlanta over this weekend. He was inside his apartment when shots rung out, and he didn't make it. He's now deceased. And YSL Woody took to Instagram saying he will revenge his death. And a lot of people are saying that the tweet that Young Thug dropped on Friday is somehow connected to this this shooting that took place in Southwest Atlanta when Young Thug dropped a tweet. Someone from his account dropped a tweet on Friday saying whatever Wham says goes. And a lot of people are saying that Wham is Lil Baby. So a lot of people are saying that someone from Lil Baby account carried out a hit on YSL Tate in order to silence YSL Woody because he's a close friend of YSL Woody. None of this the accusations can be confirmed at this time, and but a lot of people, like always, spread the news that somehow Young Thug is involved in this YSL Tate shooting that took place over the weekend. How he can do it from jail and not get caught, I don't know. But they're saying this tweet, this Wham tweet, was a signal to Lil Baby to go ahead and carry around a hit on YSL Tate. I'll keep you posted on any more updates. Please subscribe, hit that like button, see so.
All right. So I want to say thank you to the people in the comments. Steve, if you're still there, I respect that. I respect you saying relax. But I don't know if you ever walked out of your house and you see teenagers of your nation that have guns to each other's head. I don't think you ever saw that. So I will try to relax, but it really bothers me. And I left Newark because I didn't want to see that again. I guess this is like post-traumatic stress. This ain't no internet thing. This is a warning to the people on the internet. This is a warning to the content creators. This is a warning to these lawyers who out here coming up just talking about this like this willy-nilly. This is not a joke. These guys will take offense to the little things you say, to the misunderstandings. It be minor misunderstandings and you could get your head blown off. So maybe, yes, I am a little passionate and I do need, but I cried a few times for this, and that's why I left this shit alone. I stopped watching the actual trial and I just kind of put myself in and out because it hurts. And I see what they doing, especially because I understand law. I see how they railroading them. They were giving football numbers to these young men in Jersey and Newark, and they still in there. They didn't have even an opportunity. My brother was 18, and the streets ate him up. He got 10 more years. That's where my passion comes from. So I love you, Steve. I just want to explain that to you guys, all right? Let's just show a few of these clips. I'm going to get to a few of the clips where he talks about Tay-Tay and how this was able to be put together. I even was able to put things together, and I'm nowhere in the streets. A person like Miss Sylvia able to put things together, and she's nowhere in the streets. We have to be careful of the things that we broadcast. Let me see. He start on 20. He talks a little bit about Tay-Tay. Hold on one second. This is on live on Fox 5. So I think around, let's get to 30 minutes. He start talking about Tay-Tay a little bit. This is a few things that I'm going to show you. Just watch them. Good job. Oh, yeah. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the prosecution feeding the world in the streets what's going on. Why? Hold on, y'all. All right.
I'm about to ask you a question. Do you recall telling the detective, I know if I tell you what's going on, they're going to be on records and all this here. And you got to get, and you're going to get him locked up and he's going to get his discovery package. First thing they're going to do is send him to two places, to the street and to prison, and float it all around the city of Atlanta and then all around prison. But my name's over that. I'm not going that way. No, I'm not going through none of that. Look, they shot at me, my girl, and my baby. Almost shot my face off as we're running. I'm not for sure, but I thought I heard one of the bullets hit the car seat or grazed the car seat. Were you concerned about snitching in this interview?
I was concerned trying to get my story together, so I was trying to buy time.
Now, this was back then. This is back then. Y'all look at this as a story, but this guy lived this. Okay? And I know many of y'all be like, well, I wouldn't put myself in this situation, but he has a daughter. He has a girlfriend. That daughter didn't have nothing to do with this. He has a mother, a father. You see what I'm saying? But they're putting this type of stuff out here. Let's listen.
Did you also tell in that same interview, I just know the trouble I'm putting myself in. Just know I don't want to have nothing. I don't want to have nothing, man. I can't go to no job. I can't do none of this shit. I know the street not going to be here forever. All things going on right now. Just waiting on you niggas to catch up and kill me.
Damn.
Again, not wanting to snitch on who did this to you, your child, and your baby.
My only motive was anytime police questioned me was try to figure out how could I get myself out of it. So anytime they asked me any questions, I was trying to, if I couldn't come up with no answer right then and there, I was trying to buy time to think of something to say.
When you met with Mr.
All right. What we're going to do is move to just a little bit more. So you're listening to this. Listen to this a little bit different. Listen from a perspective that you're involved in this. Your family's involved in this. That this man is not just someone on the internet, that he's a human being. They're putting this and feeding it to the streets of Atlanta. We're going to have a bloody summer. Let's go to 37 minutes.
Were shooting at you back in February of 2015.
On my daughter's life, when that car pulled up on me, all I saw was a gun come out the window. They said, I never seen no one face. They was questioning me. They constantly kept telling me, you gonna let dudes shoot at you and your kids and this and that. And I'm telling them, and they won't believe me that I'm telling them I didn't see nobody's face. I didn't see nobody's face. And then after a while, I got tired of asking me. So I don't recall if I just went ahead and said, yeah, I seen Tay. I don't know how it came out, but in my heart, and still to this day in my heart, I do not believe Tay had anything to do with me getting shot at.
Okay. Do you recall telling your girlfriend when it was just the two of you, I did when he jumped out the car? I know exactly who I saw.
I don't, at that point, it was so much pressure on me. Yeah, I'm a daughter crying, trying to take her to the hospital. Somebody pull up on me soon. I'm trying to figure out what made me have a gun to go to the hospital. It's all type of stuff going through my mind. I don't know. Too much going on. Yeah, I can't, because she keep asking me these questions. And
y'all see that face? Y'all see that face? I'm just going to keep it real. I know a hitter. He's been doing really good. He's been being really calm. And I don't know. I pray he's trying to change his life. But what the prosecution has done right now was put him right back into the streets. Thank you, Fulton County. Now, hold up. There's another thing I want to talk to you about. I want to show you guys. Let's go into 40. He talk a little bit more about Tay-Tay. And that's how they're putting these pieces together, that him and Tay-Tay are cool. And where Tay-Tay is from. Okay? Okay? Right.
let them lock me up.
At any point in time, did you ever get arrested for shooting back at those individuals?
Thank God.
Do you recall them asking you some more questions about Tay, and you providing them information about where Tay was from, what part of Atlanta he was from?
I don't recall.
Ridiculous.
Do you recall the detective asking you, we only know there's a guy by the name of Tay. Where's Tay from? What area he live in? And you told him that he was from Simpson Road area. Do you recall telling the detective that?
I guess I don't remember what I said to him.
So right now, who is feeding the streets? When you're watching this, look at it from a different perspective. Who is feeding the streets this information? And if Tay, it was obvious Tay didn't move too far. Who do you think should be responsible for this murder if it's actually connected to YSL and allegedly little baby? All right.
Do you recall?
Because at that point, he had put too much pressure on me, and you know what I mean? I'm just thinking, because he told me, I remember him saying he want that gun. That's all I remember him kept saying. He want that gun.
And when you say putting pressure, what do you mean?
Same thing you doing to me now. You keep putting pressure on me.
Okay.
Thank you. And the same thing that they did to him through the ex parte meeting. And that made a lot of sense to me when you saw Woody getting disgusted with them. Now you see why Woody was acting the way he was acting towards them.
Why is it most places?
Hold on, loves. Even when the prosecutor came towards him, everybody laughed at that when he was like, he caught a coughing, kind of like she stink. He's mad. He mad as hell that he got to go through this. They set him up. He don't have any protection on no side whatsoever. Okay, let's watch this. I think this is the last part I want to show you, just so you guys can kind of get an understanding of what I'm trying to say to you guys. Like, the prosecution fed the streets of Atlanta. Woody's in a bad situation. Even if this man wanted to change his life, right now, it seems like he's going to be going the other course. And let's just listen to this. And then I'm going to show you the little clip from Sylvia, infamous Sylvia. If I get a copyright, it'd be all right. It's a little clip. I want y'all to see how they pushing this man back in the corner. And if it's you or your family life and you feel like you have nothing to live for, you have nothing, what do you think is going to happen? All right.
I had to go through with it. Even though in my heart, I knew that he didn't shoot at me, or he wouldn't have never shot at me.
And this is what he's talking about, Tay. And this is telling the streets that Tay is his boy.
And to be more clear on it, before I went back to jail the last time, I was right around him. So I would never be nobody that I believe shot at me while I had my child.
Right there. Does that make sense, y'all? Y'all seeing what Grace Levi is saying? I gotta help y'all look at this from a human perspective, a different perspective. Now let's get to 58 minutes. I think I got one more thing to show you. Let me see what's on there, and then we're gonna get to that Sylvia clip.
And Dad, somebody's house got shot up. It's $20,000. It's $20,000, man. There's $20,000 on their head.
So he's talking about a hit. Whoever this is involving, they're not
heard that conversation.
They're not happy that Woody is talked to the cops about this. Who will be happy about this? But there go the prosecution, divulging everything. Let's listen.
House. And the first thing that nigga said was, "Hey boo, Lucci's mom and dad got shot. Somebody shot up his mama and dad. Somebody's house got shot up. It's $20,000. It's $20,000, man. There's $20,000 on their head," or whatever they said. And you heard that conversation.
I don't recall.
Okay. And once you heard the conversation, that you took the phone from Big Boo and you told the person on the phone, "I ain't did nothing. I didn't do that, bro. You know, don't scream my name. I didn't do that." And you kept telling that person that you did not shoot up his mother's house. You recalled doing that.
I don't recall.
So you see these names and stuff coming out? Do y'all not see the names and things that's coming out? The streets are putting it together. And we're going to have a bloody summer out here, because I lived through a bloody summer, a bloody year in Newark, where they were just killing They started killing kids. They started killing old ladies. It got a little crazy. It got crazy. They lost the honor out there in Newark, the gangs. But the difference here is that they don't have no honor here. We're dealing with another generation. And that's one thing I've noticed about the South. No disrespect to the South. These motherfuckers be acting like dirty, rotten scoundrels if they don't have. And even if they have, you have underground, like, how can I say? It's like, how can I explain the difference? A Jersey, it's dirty Jersey, hardcore, in your face. I'm not saying it's better, but here is a Southern hospitality that they play like they're your friends, and underlining, you will have someone literally, like, women out here will sleep with their best friends' husbands, boyfriends for years, and have secret kids with them, and still be friends with the woman. These are things that I have like listened to out here, and I'm like, damn, this is a whole new breed of person. I mean, scavenger. It's a scavenger type of personality here because there's a loss of history. So I'm gonna just keep it real. Is it going to be a different type of gang violence that's here? There's no honor out here in Georgia. Southern hospitality being nice does not mean you have honor. Okay, so let's just play this quick clip. Shout out to infamous Sylvia. I gotta look at my boo face. I'm just going, and all my black men, all my black people, I love y'all. That's if I call y'all my boo, my sis, because I got love for y'all. I don't mean I support what the hell you do, but we're gonna watch this first few minutes. You see the clown at the bottom playing games, and you're gonna see Woody. Woody is a hitter.
Little Woody. They call me Big Woody. They call you Big Woody. They call me Big Woody. They call you Lil Woody. Big Woody. They call you Lil Woody. They call me Big Woody. I'm gonna kill you.
Your face.
When I get finished with you.
Pause right there. Let's just go back to Woody facial expression and how it changed. That's the Southern hospitality that I'm trying to explain to y'all. Niggas up north, up top don't understand that. Like, he'll smile. He's like, haha, yeah. You said big booty. And you could see, like, it's something about him, like he got a sense of peace in his face, but he a hitter. Watch it one more time, and you're going to see this shift of his face. And I want you guys to pay attention.
Big Woody. They call you Big Woody. They call me Big Woody. They call you Lil Woody. Big Woody. They call you Lil Woody. They call me Big Woody. I'm gonna kill you. When I get finished with you.
So you have this gentleman clowning, playing games just for views, just for laughs, telling his location, talking about he's in the A. Whoever this gentleman is, y'all keep y'all eye on him, because I believe he's going to be the next to get hit. Even if it's not Woody, he's playing too many fucking games, and this ain't no joke. So I'm going to end off here. I went longer than I was supposed to. I pray that this hits somebody's heart, especially content creators out here. This is not a joke. I survived this. I left this in Newark, and now Atlanta is on demon time. Welcome to a bloody summer.
Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga getting his paper. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Don't hate on it. Listen to the song. Still waiting on the world to come say. Waiting on the world to say. Every time I saw
Now that I reminisce on my reflection, close to perfection as a nigga can get without protection. You never tripped, and even though we had our fights, then every night I'm cussing and fussing like it's impossible to get it right. Time alone, away from home, cause I can do that on my own. Looking for more than just another bone. Well, I'll be happy now I'm grown. It seems we have a problem with jealousy, cause you interrupting while I'm on the phone. I got some business to handle, so baby understand. Can spend my whole life up under you. I'm a grown man. Could you respect me if I wasn't dripping? All up in prison or even worse, just barely living. So sympathize, cause my motto was baby rip or die. Still striving for thug until I die, so simplify. I need some time to get my head straight, trust in me. When I find a king, you'll be my queen. Just let me run the streets.
Save us, come save us. I ain't made it. Every time it's on, no matter who did it, they play.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
Imagine if my small business blew up overnight and I woke up to some sales. Boost this video so people who like my products can find me.
Algorithm, where you at, bitch? Cause I'm tired of posting viral content and getting 2.5 likes. We finna fight, ho.